How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with some more mystery beers. A little more mystery beers. Mystery beers. How many times can I say mystery beers? I don't know. Mystery beers. Anyway, for those who don't know, the whole mystery beer series is this. I had a friend give me some beers. He was going to give me the beers. And before he gave them to me, I said, don't tell me what they are. Wrap them up so I don't know what they are. My buddy gave me those, and I reviewed them, and it was really fucking fun. And ever since then, I've had people kind of write in and email me, say, hey, I want to send you some mystery beers because I think it's kind of fun what you're doing. And this one comes from the biggest, hugest, most epic mystery beer mail of all time so far. If anybody wants to outdo them, you can email me at massivebeers@gmail.com. Anyway, Joe, Average Troll, you've seen him make the rounds in beer tubing lands, whether it be, he doesn't have his own channel. There was rumors of that at one time or another, but, he's gets reviewed on channels. He's been in little mini docs, especially up there in the Buffalo, New York way, so he sent me off a box. Thank you very much, Joe, and kind of whittling my way through that sucker. I probably have about 4 beers left. Super excited to kind of cap this off so I can get them up. So let's dive into it and see what he has. As far as what it says on here, what he did is he wrapped them in these nice brown paper bag things, and he wrote quotes that I say all the time. And in this one it says, quotes, "It's delicious. It is what it is." I do say that quite a bit. And it says, "My handwriting is terrible," because he had to write delicious again for me to read it. But I would have read it the first time anyway. So yeah, dig that. He writes these little keys here about what the beer is. Let me try to rip this off. These little notes. So afterwards, I know what's going on. I've actually forgot 1 or 2 because I'm a jerk like that. So put that over there. Put that up there. And let's see what she's got. Hold up to the light. See if I can see anything. Can't see anything. Don't know if it's stout. Don't know if it's a barley wine. It could be water. It could be water. It could be old Duels for all I know. Not a big hiss on there. Getting down with the brown on this one. Oh no. We have motor oil. Good God. Okie doke. Well, that, my friends, is dark. Yeah. Anyway. Darker than what I like my coffee to look like colored head. And dark as dark could be. Quarter pinky finger. I mean, that is straight up motor oil. I'll give this a little twirl here. Try not to spill it. And, yeah, that's got some blue blocker action going on there. Actually, give it a swirl. Legs cling there. Not only are the legs cling, but there's actually like an opaque kind of yellowness to it and a blue blocker kind of thing going on. So, yes, this beer is not small. It doesn't look small. Let's put it that way. Let's see if we can get a nose on her. I think we might get something from this. I thought it was going to be bigger. Not going to lie. Smoke. Smoky charriness. Don't know if it's malt. Don't know if it's barrel. Sure. I'll go barrel. I'll go barrel. Spirit-wise, not quite sure. I'm getting a soft, and this is why I want barrel on this. I'm getting a soft kind of vanilla, coconutty marshmallowiness to it. So that's where I think that's coming from the barrel. I want to say vanilla. I'm having a hard time with vanilla. And it's a stout. Not too big. I'm not getting a lot of roasted malts from there, but a little bit. But there's enough sweetness in there to kind of bounce that back, so it's kind of like hard to get to the beer through the nose. And that's it. I mean, it smells sweet. It smells stouty. It smells barreled. I'm not quite sure what kind of spirit's going on, but getting, like I said, those marshmallow coconut vibes. So, yeah. Let's dive in, see if it's delicious, and hopefully it is what it is. Cheers. The roast malts are really big on this. They're coming through way bigger in the mouth than they did on the nose. Oh, the barrel. There's a barrel there. And there's heat to it. I think it's a stout. I want to say it's in a barrel, but I'm not really getting any kind of discernible spirit from it. I'm getting heat from it. I think it's a higher alcohol beer. I think it's like a huge alcohol beer. I think it's up there in the 15%, give or take. Very Worldwide Stout had a baby with Blackout Stout kind of vibes going on. I know it's not neither of those because the cap would have tipped it off. Yeah, I want to say there's a spirit there, but I'm just not getting it. I'm getting this real sweet coating on my lips now. Definitely would say it's up there in the double digits, mid double digits, 14, 15%. Definitely a stout. Want to say it's definitely been in a barrel, but I couldn't tell you what kind of spirit's been in there. If you told me it had the adjuncts going on, I wouldn't argue with you, but at the same time, I think it's hard to get through. There's a real big charry smokiness to it. So if you told me it was a smoked beer, I wouldn't be surprised. If it was just spent a lot of time in a really charred barrel, I wouldn't be surprised. I couldn't even venture to guess what beer this is either. I mean, there's ones that it's very in that kind of Dew Claw Devil's Dew, semi-bourbon county style kind of beer. Your barrel-aged Blackout Stout, that kind of thing. Those are the beers that's this bringing to mind. I don't think it's any of those beers. I have no idea what it is, other than the fact that it's a big, huge stout. Mouth feels nice on it. Not super. It's dense, but at the same time, it seems like it has a little bit of subtle thinness to it, which also leads me to believe that it was in a barrel. I have no idea what beer it is, but I think it's nice. Does it make me think it's the best beer I've ever had in my life? No. Am I going to be surprised by what it is? I think I am going to be. It's nice. It's lacking something, let's put it that way. The reason why I think it's confusing me is because I'm trying to pull out a calling card from it, and it's got, that big booziness and whatever. It reminds me of a Avery Stout, too. Like one of the beasts. What's that? Mephistopheles, maybe, or something like that. Reminds me of that one. I don't think it's that beer, but it reminds me of that beer, too. So that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say. I'm not going to say anything else about the beer. I don't know what it is. I couldn't venture a guess to tell you what it is. It's probably going to be something I've had a couple times. Knowing Joe, he would try to do such things, throw me off a little bit. But I'm curious. I'm curious if it is a beer that I've had a few times and I've either overlooked it or thought differently of it. So let's see. Let's just tear this through here. Okay, we have... This is Evil Twin. Yes. Okay. Yeah, did not do anything on here as far as... I'd say I butchered this one. Yeah, it says here, it's their En Mas Todo Jesus. Basically, it is their Even More Jesus beer. I get that now. I'm pissed I didn't pick an Evil Twin Jesus beer. I really am, because I get it now. But here it says cinnamon, cocoa nibs, chili peppers, and coffee beans. I mentioned zero of any of that. And I don't. Now, sipping it. I mean, the chocolate, roasted malts chocolate, whatever. The chilies, there's a little bit of heat there. Cinnamon, now that I read it, maybe, but it didn't even pop into my brain about that. And coffee, definitely didn't get coffee in this. I got roasted malts. Maybe I'm getting a little roasted bitterness from the coffee, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, really just not much there as far as what this beer says on the bottle in the beer. For me. But I'm going to tell you, like I said, right when I revealed it, it tastes like, Even More Jesus. And I'm really peeved. That's the thing I'm peeved about. Not because I didn't pick up any of that stuff that's in that beer, but the fact that I didn't mention it with the beers that I thought it would be. I don't drink a lot of the Even More Jesus beers. for the reason why I mentioned it lacks a calling card. Their beers, or the Jesus line, essentially taste like the same beer over and over to me. But I haven't had one in quite a while, so yeah, I'd say I butchered that one. But at the same time, I don't think I butchered it because I don't think a lot of those flavors are really readily present in this beer. Anyway, as far as what it says on here, Evil Twin Brewing, 12%, limited. Most bottles sold out here in a few days, but easy enough to grab if you really want it. It's $8 a bottle. I haven't had this year's offering, but I really dug this one last year. Thought it'd be a cool beer to try blind, considering all the adjuncts they're using. Plus, you have a shit ton of Mexican stouts, which this basically is. So it'd be cool to see how much you like it, and once you know what it is, how it compares to others you tried. And honestly, it really does lack. For me, it lacks. It definitely lacks in that Mexican stout realm of things, because there's really just really not really anything there. So it's bottled January 2017. Okay, that heat on the back end, that could be those chilies at work, but it's just hitting me on the back end. It's not like lingering. There's a little bit of like generic kind of spiciness to it, but it's not like anything too crazy. It's not like every time I take a sip, there's this heat building. Yeah. I'll be more than happy to say that I butchered this one, but at the same time, I don't think. I would hope. Let's put it this way. I would hope. I don't know how I'm trying to pull this off. I would hope if I had this beer, knowing what it is, I'd say the same thing. Now, there's no way to know that. It's just me kind of sitting here drinking blind. But, it's okay. It just doesn't really, I don't know, make me get all hot and bothered, my wiener moving stuff. Anyway, so let's talk about it. Is it one of the better Mexican-based stouts that I've had as of late? Answer to that is no. It's not bad. But it just lacks, as I've said multiple times already, just lacks any kind of redeeming not redeeming. That's making it saying the whole thing is garbage. It lacks any calling card kind of to it. Are those flavors there? Sure. Did I pick up on them? Not really. But yeah. It's just not I don't know, anything to write home about, I guess you'd say. Value and availability, $8, semi-readily available. And just say if you like what we like this, if you like the Jesus line, if you like beers that you think might be barreled and smoked, but they're not, and they're pseudo-Mexican stouts. And if you like drinking stuff that I drink, and hopefully you taste something different. If you've had this, tell me about it. Write down there. Let me be like, you're totally fucking wrong. I get all these huge flavors out of it because I really want to know if I'm just that crazy or my palate's that dumb. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you didn't, anywhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on tap. Massive Beers and all four of those places. And another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice Brooklyn-born beer right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.